show, the place to go. We simplify technology and put on the crazy show. Revis on the mic, breaking down what's going on, everybody. We should be live momentarily. We going vertical, y'all. Tallboy said he gonna do something vertical. Oh my God. Man, how y'all doing today? Who tapping in with us? Oh my God. Welcome, 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 everybody. It is the Lab Tech Show. It should be 8 o'clock, y'all. We gonna be live, y'all. Alright, it's gonna be a vertical stream, so bear with us, cause Tallboy ain't never did this before. Alright? Alright, y'all see what we doing. Come on. Bounce, y'all. It's Wednesday. It's the Lab Tech Show. Revis, my partner, he here. Tallboy here. And this is what we about to do. The Lab Tech Show. What an intro, Tallboy. Run your intro, Tallboy. You're doing too much. Oh, Lord, he messing up, Revis. Don't judge him, Revis. This is his first time going live on Vertical. Where the buttons at, Tallboy? Welcome, 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 everybody.
How y'all doing today? My name is Tallboy. Bear with me. We got a couple issues. We're trying to go vertical over here, trying to do a lot of moving parts. And it's supposed to trigger and do all that other good old stuff, but it did not do that. But neither here nor there. We here. We're live. Welcome. Hope everybody's doing well today. And we're just doing another episode of the Lab Tech Show. So welcome, everybody. And that's what it is. We're here. We're trying to see if we could do this thing live on Instagram as well. This is my first time going live from a vertical stream, if that makes sense. So we're going to see what that looks like, and we'll go from there. So thank y'all so much for hanging out. We have awesome fun things. We have Revis and Hit the Spot. Okay, that's what's up. We got our main crew here, and Tallboy forgot to record the show. So no, don't judge me, because like I said, this is all new. We're doing a vertical stream, so if you're on your phone, you should be optimized for this. So for recording purposes, I'm gonna just do the intro again, if that makes sense. So don't judge me. Okay, I thought I was. Here we go. Yeah, maybe. For whatever reason, it's taking forever. So bear with me, guys. I'm sorry. Welcome, everybody. My name is Tallboy, Lab Tech Show. We're here another Wednesday. Thank you guys so much. This is a vertical stream. We're doing something totally different, something that we've never done before. I wanted to see what it looks like. It's kind of sloppy, but I guess over a course of time, it will get better. So if we continue to go down this route. So we're here to simplify technology in a language that you can understand. Hopefully it looks good on your phone. Let me know how it looks on your side. We're going to try and go through as many of these articles as quickly as possible. We do not have poll questions for you today. So it's just really more of a dialogue, if that makes sense. And we just want to simplify the technology. So just like I said, thank you guys so much for tapping in with us, and welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me see who is here today. We got awesome fun things tapping in, saying what's up. Look at him. He learned a new word today when I put it out there on the screen. So on his show, we have Lisa Maria. Like I said, we're doing a vertical stream. She said, hello, everyone. And then Revis is here. He says where he's located. Let me see. Hit the Spot 1006 says, hey, fam. So thank y'all so much. Let me know, how does it look on your side? Let me know, does it look clean? Does it look good? I would definitely like to know how that looks. It looks like Instagram is not doing well for itself. So I'm not going to be focused on that anymore. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So a lot of moving parts. Not sure why it's not looking clean on Instagram, but it's looking good on YouTube. And that's where it really matters. Okay. So at the end of the day, we're here to break this down. And let me see. Do we have. Nope, we don't even have that. So, well, I thought we were going to have it, but we're going to see if we can get TBJ to break down the rules to the show. I thought I had my guy ready to rock and roll, but to tell us what we're going to be talking about this evening, but he's not here. So TB2, my personal avatar, he was going to talk about it and tell you what was going on. But without further ado, let me see if I can get. Uh oh, I can't even get Revis. Lord, please. No, you're not here. You're not in the system. You here, but you're not here. If that makes sense. Give me 1 second, Revis. I'm flabbergasted, guys. This is a bumpy show. But here, rules to the show.
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? A lot of moving parts for Tall Boy. He's struggling over there. Don't judge him, y'all. Don't judge him. Anyway, hope all is well with you. Hope life is treating you better than what Tall Boy going through right now. He'll be alright though. Y'all just encourage him because he's doing something new. Everybody say they be on their phones, and that's what the analytics said. So he said, look, we're going to try and do a live show vertical. So this is something different for him, okay? So bear with him. Yeah, I ain't gonna say nothing. This is how you can participate. You can watch on your phone or your TV, and of course, if you're watching on your phone, tell us how it look. Do it look good? Do it look clean, or is it trash? Let us know. You can also comment on your phone. Now, you know you can't comment on your TV. You know, that don't even make sense, right? And let us know how you really feel about the show. If it's trash, let them know. If it's good, let them know. Look, this tech is here, and you can't say we didn't tell you. So we are multi-streaming on multiple platforms. So, well, I don't even think he doing that. I ain't even gonna judge him. I'm gonna talk about him, but I ain't gonna judge him. He all over the place. But look, it is the Lab Tech Show, and my personal partner, Revis, he got this song called Sexy Man. Revis, is you around? Is you around, man? I don't even think he around. Um, well, look, I'm gonna play the Sexy Man song, and we're gonna figure out where Revis is at. Stay with us, Revis. Sexy Man playing right now.
Hey, Mr. Sexy Man, what your name is? What your name is? Hey, Mr. Sexy Man, what your name is? What your name is?
He's somewhere in the United States, from LA to New York. Where are you, Revis? Don't forget to honk the horn.
Revis, what's up, player? You there?
I'm here. I'm just trying to get used to this new style here.
Oh Lord, that's what's up. We up in here, player. We in here. This vertical. Do you see it on your phone, Revis? How you like it?
I'm looking at it right now. It just seemed kind of thin, but I wish it was a little wider.
A little wider like it normally be, or how do I look? Do I look good on the screen?
Hey, you always look good, man.
Oh man, that's what's up. He said you always look good. I appreciate you, player. I appreciate you. But look, we out here struggling, and but maybe you might be able to give Tall Boy some encouragement. Encourage him, as they say, because we got this word today called bogus, and we'd love to see how you break it down. Okay, let me know. Let me give you the definition in a sentence. Where you tapping in? What is that, Revis? Where you watching from?
I am in Yemassee, South Carolina.
Who?
Yemassee.
Yemassee, South
I've never
Carolina.
been here before. I've never
Oh.
been here before. I'm only 38 miles from the Georgia line on I-95.
Okay, all right, player. I see you. I see you in the streets. That's what I'm talking about. Look, uh, look, let's just break this thing on down. Bogus. That's the word of the day. I'm pretty sure people didn't called you bogus before, or you didn't call somebody bogus before, but it is an informal word used to describe something that is not real or genuine, making it a synonym of such words such as fake, false, or counterfeit. The way the sentence reads, we were disappointed to find out that the purses we bought were bogus. And then they said the company was investigated over several bogus claims that their products could guarantee better health for their customers. Bogus. Break it down, Revis.
You know, I like the word bogus because bogus describes a whole bunch of people I know. Oh, fakes and counterfeit people. They ain't even real because I know some women who try to be a little bougie and act like they're a little high class, and they be having these purses with the forward facing and the backward facing G, and those purses be counterfeit,
Oh.
and that makes that person bogus.
Yeah. Well,
Walking
I
around,
think, look, I think everybody that done bought one of them, the real G's is bogus because where it came from really came from somewhere else.
right? And the thing about it, Tallboy did a show not too long ago talking about how you could buy those from China, and they might not have a G on it, but it's the same thing.
mm, mm, mm.
Ooh,
Yeah, that's
that
bogus right
means
there.
there's a lot of counterfeits going around here. They spend $6 on these dang purses. They stitch in a G and they sell it for 6,000.
Mm, mm, mm.
And you got these women walking around here to pay 200 for it, and they try to put it off like it's real. And guess what? It's bogus as hell.
It's bogus as hell. I ain't mad at you, player. I'm not mad at you.
You know, that's why we say on the show, keep it real. You know, be
Mm.
genuine. We say that. You say it every week. And we telling people don't be bogus on this show because we going to keep it real with you and we want you to keep it real with us. So
Mm-hmm.
bogus is a good word and you breaks it down every week.
Well, I, TBJ and Tallboy try to be authentic. You know what I'm saying? We don't have time for that bogus nut.
That's right. Keep it real. Keep it authentic.
Man, I
Hey, that's
can't
what we
believe it.
do. And if you don't, you being bogus.
Well, I can't get mad at it. So bogus is for the people that don't keep it real or they got some fake stuff about themselves. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, including the weatherman. Say it's gonna be beautiful all day and it's been raining all day.
Oh man, so the weatherman he bogus too.
He bogus.
Oh wow, that's messed up, man. I'm sorry to hear that one, player. All right, audience, let us know in the comments on the YouTubes how did Revis do on the word of the day. They said Revis is sitting there with a bottle of Act Right. Oh Lord, that's what James Hicks say. Hit the spot 1006. Say, why you always gotta be talking about them women, Revis? And then they say that's bogus when you talk about the women, Revis. Oh Lord. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh man.
Tech troublemaker say the word of the day is bogus. Okay, I see.
Oh my goodness, really?
Uh-huh. Oh, hit the spot. Oh, she giving you a hard one today. She said you
Oh, I
said,
know she gonna give me a hard time.
oh,
See, and I ain't say nothing about her. I ain't said nothing about her bogus fries.
ooh. She told you to do better. Lord Jesus. I ain't gonna talk about the fries because Tallboy gotta eat, and if he say something crazy, he might not get nothing else. So I'm gonna be good. So I plead the fifth. Wasn't
Okay.
there a word that we did where we just said we wasn't gonna judge? We listen and we don't judge.
Oh, see, right. See,
Ah,
I love Lisa Maria. You see what she said?
yeah, she over there
Thumbs up. That
yeah,
was a
she
good
giving
one.
you some love over there in them in these internet streets. You know what I'm saying? She giving you some internet love. Ooh, Revis about to catch them hands, said James. oh, Lord. And look, hit the spot 1006. She want to curse you out, so she hitting you with all the numbers and asterisks.
Oh yeah, I see that.
Oh yeah, I see it. I hope it look good on the screen for y'all people. But Revis, you gonna hang out with Tall Boy? What you gonna do, man?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna hang out. I've been driving. I started last night at 11 o'clock, and I didn't get finished till about 4 o'clock today. And you know what? I had me a little nap, and now I'm ready to do this.
Yeah, a little nap time. Okay, okay, I feel you. All right, well, I ain't mad at you, player. Well, that was the word of the day, bogus. So make sure you find a way to use it. Uh, uh, Make sure you find a way to use it in a sentence or use it amongst your friends or your colleagues this week. All right, how about that? All right, I gotta
All
go.
right,
I'm
all
gonna
right.
tap out with you, and yeah, we'll go from there. I holla. I might be back though,
All
Revis.
right.
I might have to hang with my
Okay.
personal partner. Back to you, Ty boy.
A lot of moving buttons over here. A lot of moving buttons, and I don't know what I'm doing over here. I'm trying to do this vertical thing, and I want it to look a certain way. And when it don't look right, I kind of get in my feelings, if that makes sense. So I'm not sure how it looks, but if it looks good, if it looks bad, let me know. I see that this is kind of blurry over here, so I'm gonna see if I can switch back to a more stronger camera, if that makes sense, and we'll see how that works. See if we can fix it throughout the show. Yeah, Revis. I'm seeing some things. Shout out to James Hicks. He's sending me some stuff, telling me what looks good, what does not look good, and I'm just gonna have to figure it out as we go. If we continue to go this route, I'm not sure if I'm really feeling this, if that makes sense. But we're gonna go ahead and jump into these articles, if you don't mind. We got some things that we want to talk about. So basically, I'm gonna tell you what it is. I did find my avatar. I'm not sure if you want me to play it or you just want me to run it down. Which one you want me to do, Revis?
Go ahead and play it.
Go
Be
ahead and play.
scary. We need some scary parts.
Oh God. Well, AI is here, brother. I'm not mad at it. So this is what it looks like,
TB2.
huh?
TB2.
TB2 tapping in.
Yo, what's poppin', fam? This your boy TB2 pulling up from the A, and look, I appreciate you pulling up to the show. Tonight, we ain't just talking about complicated gadgets. We keeping it real with stuff you can use. My man Revis is gonna break down the word of the day. Bogus. You know, like when something just ain't right, or it's fake, he gonna lay it all out. But check this out, we got a new vibe for the show. We making it easy to watch on your phone, holding it up and down like you usually do. So whether you chilling on the sofa, waiting in line, or just sneaking a peek, it's gonna look perfect on your screen. Super easy, super convenient. And while we talking about making life easy, let me drop a few gems on what's been happening in the world. AT&T just launched a new phone plan that might be perfect for your parents or them elders. Simple to understand and could save them some coins. Uber now has an easier app for seniors, so it's super simple for older folks to call a ride, and they even got flexible ways to pay. And get this, word on the street is, the new Samsung Galaxy S26 phones could have a super smart helper built right in, making it even easier to ask questions and get things done. Oh, and for all you folks who love movies and shows, Disney Plus and Hulu just added new perks, like getting discounts or even chances to go to movie premieres just for watching their stuff. So you see, we staying on top of what's real and what's helping people out. Go ahead and tell everybody, your family, your people, even your neighbor, you know you need to say what's up to them. Tall boy, get my boy TBJ so he can break down the rules to the show. I'm out.
All right, guys. So here we go. We're back at it. So you guys see what we're going to talk about this evening, and we'll see how we make it all work, if that makes sense. And we'll go from there. So let's see what we got. We got AT&T. They got a new plan out for our seniors that might save them some coins. We got Uber saying that they want to work with the seniors. Samsung saying that they not messing with the AI system that's current, and they want to use a new one. And then Disney and Hulu, they say they got something. So let's see what they got over here. So let's tap into our first article, Revis. I hope I got the right article up here. Let's see, what is this one here? Is this the right one? I can't even read it. It's so small, Revis, I can't even make it out. But we're gonna do what we can do. Is this it? I think that's what does that say on the screen, Revis? I can't see it.
I can't see it right now either because I got to play.
Oh, I think it's the Uber one. All right, so we're gonna talk about Uber first, and basically Uber, they're saying that they have an app out for seniors, and they're basically saying that they're gonna make it a little bit more flexible for the seniors to do their thing. And what I mean by that is they got to get a ride. We talked about this a couple weeks ago with Lyft. Lyft Silver is what they called it, right? But now Uber said that they wanted to get in on this. And so what I mean by that, the way the article reads, is they got a new situation for our seasoned people. They say Uber just dropped some game changer news for older adults, making it easier than ever to get around with all the fuss. And they call them senior accounts and simple mode. And trust me, they saying that it's very convenient. And basically the way they streamlined the app to make it super user friendly. And they said that they're talking about bigger text, less buttons, and directions are so clear that your grandmother or your great grandmother can navigate through them with their eyes closed, because that's how big they are. They said they heard the call for simplicity and answered with basically saying, hey, we're gonna do it. So now they say the payment options are flexible. So they say you can still use your own card, but if your kids or somebody that has an Uber account want to chip in, they can link their payment method through a family profile. And then also, it also makes it eligible, or make you eligible, for medical trips. And they're even accepting Medicare flex cards. So for the people that got to go to those doctor's appointments, they're saying, hey, we got you. We're going to take care of you. I don't think Lyft Silver was doing that. All right. So they're saying now you can get to your doctor's appointments, grab your groceries without worrying about cash. Not saying you got to go into your liquid cash, if that makes sense. Now, they're saying the family profile was so important because it lets a family member manage the rides and track you where you're at in real time. So you don't have to say, well, I put my grandmother or I put my uncle in the car, or I put, whoever it is that's that senior in the car, and we want to hope that they get there safely. You can actually see where they're going. So whether it's the doctor's office, they're leaving the senior home, or leaving their home, coming to you, they can get in the Uber. You can see where they're at. So, let me see. They said you can contact the driver if needed. And if you got a loved one who worries and, they're panicking, saying, I don't know if I feel comfortable putting, whoever it is in the car, well, they got you. And now they're saying that they can put it in simple mode and it can be activated on its own. Now, they're also saying that this is a big move, so make sure everybody, no matter their age, can roll with the times and get to where they need to go. It's all about freedom, staying connected, and making sure transportation is not a barrier no more. Basically, Uber saying, hey, we're here and we're ready to rock and roll. Now, why is this important? It gives you more independence. It reduces the stress and confusion. And what I mean by that is bigger text, fewer buttons, clear directions, flexible and convenient payment. So basically, like I said, you can use your own card, a family can link their card, or you can use your Medicare Flex card, and that's eligible for trips. And also, I think you can link your doctor's appointments inside. So give the address, it's already there. So all they have to do is press the button, and then they know that the Uber is there. Now, when it comes to price, they did not say how much it was going to cost as far as do they get a discount because it's a senior in the car or not. They did not say that part of it, but it's basically saying that they're going to make this a little bit easier for people. Now, how does Uber and Lyft differ? Because remember, we talked about Lyft Silver a while back. And when we talked about it, basically, what's similar? They have a simplified app experience. Both companies understood the assignment. They basically said that they are giving you bigger text, fewer buttons, and more streamlined interface. And it's basically much more clear, less clutter, more clarity. They have a family caregiver support. Both Uber and Lyft allow family members or caregivers to manage the rides from their phones. So you can track the progress, book the rides, and help with payment, and then also real time tracking. So this is where it's a little different. Uber has Medicare Flex. They also have simple mode for independent riders. While Uber's senior accounts are tied to a family profile, they also offer simple mode as a standalone option. This means an older adult who wants the simplified interface but prefers to manage their own account entirely without a family member being involved at all, they can do that. It offers a little bit more flexibility. And if they know a little bit about tech, they can do this on their own. And then they said where Lyft is winning, they say Lyft has vehicle accessibility priority. They're saying that one of the biggest standout features is they focus on matching older riders with vehicles that are easier to get in and get out of. And basically, they have live phone support. So Lyft Silver emphasizes direct access to human operators for real-time phone support, while Uber has the 24/7 safety support. But Lyft says we have live phone support. Revis, your thoughts on this?
You know, I drive all over the country, and when I'm in Florida and when I'm in Texas, they always have silver alert. And silver alerts is when the elderly people get lost. I'm glad they're coming out with this. I can quit seeing that up on the signs now. Oh my goodness, my computer's talking in here.
We don't hear it, but go
Uh,
ahead.
yeah, but I'm glad people can quit getting lost now. Oh my, crazy!
You all right?
They never
And
did this before.
now,
Yeah,
now
my
you now,
computer
now,
has
now you
never done
having
this before.
issues.
My computer has never done this before in this truck.
hmm I ain't judging.
And you was talking about the AI, and it told me to say a command, and they ain't never said nothing like that before. What they done implemented AI in my computer?
Come on, Revis, break down the story, man. You all over the place, man.
Uh, well, I was just saying maybe my computer is telling me I'm part of the elderly, and someone is trying to give me a ride somewhere. I don't know. I think it's a good idea though. Uber and Lyft is being more senior friendly.
Okay. All right. Well, audience, what do you guys think about this? You guys are watching. I'm pretty sure you know somebody that's 55 or older. You may be 55 or older. Maybe you know somebody that has Medicare, Medicaid. They have the Flex card. Is this something that you think that this would be beneficial? Let us know in the comments. Let us know how you see this working for somebody that's 55. Would you be willing to share this with somebody and let them know? Um, Revis, I'm pretty sure you got somebody that's back home that you could share this with, right?
Right. I got people here with family members. But why is it 55? Because it's starting to make me feel old now.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, look, let us know in the comments what you think, and we'll continue to have the discussion. All right. We're going to move on to our next article. And what I mean with our next articles, AT&T said that they wanted to launch something for the seniors as well. They said that AT&T just launched a new plan that might be perfect for your parents. So I don't know necessarily if your parents are still around, but if you're 55 plus, they have something for you as well for AT&T to where it might save you some money. And they just dropped a new wireless plan, and this one straight up from for people that's 55 and older. They call it the AT&T 55 Plus plan, and the big news is it's available nationwide. Before it was only available in Florida, but now it's available nationwide. They just dropped this today, all right, as of June 4th. They're saying that there's no complicated tiered mess. It's pretty straightforward, designed to give you unlimited talk, text, and data in the United States, Canada, and Mexico. And they're saying the pricing is what makes the people talk. For one line, $40 per month. For two lines, it drops down to $35 per month per line, making it a total of $70 for both phones. And don't forget, you still got to pay your taxes and all of that stuff, right? Now they say if you sign up for auto pay and paperless billing, also be prepared to show some ID to prove that you're 55 or older, and that price jumps up by $20 per line. So if you don't show the ID that you're over 55, then you're paying 40 plus 25, that's $65 a month. But if you're 55, you show your ID. Now they're saying that, like I said, you got to sign up for the auto pay and the paperless billing, and it'll get you down. But then they're also saying that you get 10 gigs of hotspot data per line. And after that, if you go over the 10 gigs of data, they'll slow you down. 5G access wherever it's available. And then they're also giving you AT&T Active Armor Security, which helps block spam calls and protects against scams. If you're not resource heavy, like I'm a power internet user, such as YouTube, or heavy on Facebook, or streaming your TV shows on Netflix or Disney, Peacock, or whatever the streaming services are. If you're not using the phone for that, this is a great deal, especially if you're going to do, talk and text, because most seniors, they're not going to be on the phone. They don't like to be on the phone anyway, right? So I think that that's a good situation. Now, they're saying AT&T is also rolling out a bundle this summer where you can combine two wireless lines from this $55 plus plan with either AT&T Fiber or AT&T Internet Air Home Internet for a combined price for $99. So you can have the phone and you can have fiber for $99. And it's all in one package. Now they're saying that, so now you get internet and phone for $100, or you can have your one line for $40, or you can do two lines at $35 a piece, which is $70 a month. All right. But now keep in mind, you do have to sign up for auto pay and paperless billing to get this deal. All right. So if you're looking for a new plan, if you're looking for a deal, you're looking for a way to save some money, and you think that this is something that might be beneficial, you might want to go down to your local AT&T store and handle your business. They're saying that this is good because digital inclusion, as the world gets more digital, having an affordable, robust plan allows older adults to stay connected to online resources, your social media, and whatever else the internet has, working for itself. All right. So, and it's not breaking the bank. So now, how does this stack up against T-Mobile and Verizon? The AT&T's 55 plus plan is good because you're getting the unlimited talk, text, and data in the United States and Canada. And it said it includes 10 gigs of mobile hotspot data per line. and 720p video streaming, which is good. You don't need 1080 on your phone. And then it also comes with the free active armor. And then they say the T-Mobile senior plan, they have more options, wider availability. They have Essential Choice 55, where you pay around $45 a month for one line, or $35 a line for two lines, so $70, same as the other one. You get unlimited talk, text, and data, but data speeds might slow after 50 gigs worth of data. So they're only giving you 10 on AT&T's. T-Mobile is giving you 50 gigs, and then they're saying that they will. You can also do your texting in Canada and Mexico, and also in over 215 countries. And they also give you Scam Shield premium protection, and they also have a 55 plus savings and a Go 5G plus 55. Go 5G plus 55. That's a long. That's a lot. But basically, they're saying you pay around $70 a month for one line, or $50 a line for two lines. You truly unlimited high speed data, 4K UHD video streaming, and a decent chunk of high speed mobile hotspot data. So they're basically saying that they're giving you 60 gigs. You also get a free Netflix standard plan with ads, and you also get Apple TV Plus, and you get high speed data for international travel in many other countries. And you also get in-flight Wi-Fi calling and texting. And then you get more premium benefits like faster streaming and more hotspot data. And then lastly, Verizon, they have one plan, and that's called the Verizon 55 Plus Unlimited Plan. And that's around $62 a month for one line, or $42 a line for two lines. So you're paying $84, and you're getting unlimited talk, text, and 4G LTE data. And it includes mobile hotspot, which is pretty slow. So you can just check your email, and that's about it. But it also covers talk, text, and data in Mexico. And you also get video streaming is 480p DVD quality. So that's really bad. So Verizon is really doing the seniors a doozy. So basically, AT&T's got a decent plan. If you're interested, why not tap in and see what they got? Revis, your thoughts?
I like the AT&T plan, and what I like the most is the $99 plan, because I've been trying to think of how to get home internet, and if I could get the internet and my telephone for $99, that right there will be a decent plan, because internet is expensive.
Yeah.
And, and I know my uncle, that will be good for him, because he doesn't go on he doesn't go online. All he needs his phone for is talk. He
Mm-hmm.
don't even text.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be good for him.
Interesting.
So I think a good plan.
Okay. Um, like I said, at the end of the day, it's really what is good for you. I'm not telling you to go with any one of the plans. I mean, of course, you have Mint Mobile, and you have Boost, and you have Straight Talk Wireless. You have all of these different, these different plans that are out there, right? So there's not. You just have to find what's good for you, because you got to also think about your area where you stay at. Some areas Verizon works well, AT&T works well, or T-Mobile works well. So, but if you're in a metropolitan city, then this is a situation where this is good for you, if that makes sense. So, I think that if you're trying to save a couple dollars and AT&T is good for you, I would, the article is already linked in the description. Feel free to tap in with us, see what's out there, and you go from there.
Sounds good. What
Um,
does the audience think?
Hit the Spot 1006 says, I feel like these companies give seniors all this money extra to confuse them. That's what Hit the Spot 1006 says.
And I think Lisa Maria said
She's been with Boost since,
she good with Boost.
yeah, she said she been with them a long, long time. She ain't leaving there. So she good. Lisa Maria good with Boost. So I definitely appreciate, the thought process of where you guys are going with this. Shirley P, what's going on? How you doing? Welcome, 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 welcome. Hope all is well with you in your world. Let's see. Do we have this set up? I'm not sure if we do, but we do have our call to action, and let's see if we got it. What's going on, everybody? It's Tall Boy. We're doing vertical streaming. I cannot believe it, but we're out here. We're in these streets, on these phone streets. You on your vertical, watching regular. I wonder how it looks, but the show is called The Lab Tech Show, and we would love for you to support us. Hit the like button, subscribe, and we're building. And as you can see, we're building something different. So don't get me wrong, we love our regular standard way, but we're trying to open it up to the phone people, the people that like to watch content on their phone. So hit that like button, subscribe, and join the show. It's called The Lab Tech Show. It's a community here. We're trying to build, we're trying to show, and we're trying to break it all down in a fun way, if that makes sense. The Lab Tech Show. All right, Revis. I don't know what's going on with this thing. It was supposed to loop. It's funny because whenever you start something, and I really want to focus and hone in on this, right? When you start something in the beginning, see if I get my whole self on the screen. It's never going to be perfect on that first go round. It's never going to be perfect. You want it to be perfect. You believe it's going to be perfect, but it can only go up from here. That's all I can say. It can't get no worse because you're gonna go back and you're gonna critique what you did right. You're gonna critique what you did wrong, and you're gonna say to yourself, "How can I make this better?" And and if you love what you do, you're gonna make it better. And I think it's been on my heart to make sure that we've done a vertical stream before this was all said and done with. I was kind of hesitant because I knew the build out was going to be long and very intensive. I just didn't think it was going to be this intensive. So that's kind of where we are with that situation. It's a very intensive process to build this out, and it's still not right, and it's not to my liking. But like I said, want to know what it looks like from from a user experience. So I definitely thank you guys all for supporting. I see that I have more views than I probably have ever had before. 38 views that have been like literally watching, and it's probably more. So this is just what the numbers are showing me here. But we're gonna keep on moving and keep on trucking. Samsung, they said that they're gonna be doing something over here. And it's quite interesting because, everybody knows Google. Google is the ish, right? Google is the stuff. And Samsung was like, hey, we don't want to be fully baked into baked into Google's ecosystem for the rest of our lives. They just don't want to do that. They said, we want to be able to create our own thing. And they said that they're going to, no, what am I doing over here? I put two of the same articles in the same spot. Revis, I'm tripping, man. I don't believe this. Bear with me, man. This is straight trash. I'm so mad at myself right now. I don't believe this. Or no, I did it right. No, there's something else that's going on. All right, so there's a lot of moving parts behind the scenes, guys, and there's some things that's just literally out of my control. The article was here, and then all of a sudden, because it took so long for me to talk about the article, or when I put the article in, basically the article decided to go into an ad, and now that the ad didn't hit, I didn't even know. So that's all right. We'll close it out. Bear with me. Revis, hold it down for a second while I try to figure this out. I am not happy, but it's gonna be what it's gonna be.
Hey, do what you do.
Wait.
Hey, and Shirley P, I know that semi got pretty close to you, but it wasn't me. I'm not going to drive over there on 15 anymore. I'm not going to be out there in California nowhere. And you had to tell that semi, get over Revis. Oh, that was not Revis, okay? Oh my goodness. I like this vertical theme, but the only problem I got is when he put any of the writing up there is small. I can't see it.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's not what I thought it was gonna be, but it is what it is. But look, Samsung, we're talking about AI because Google, they've taken over. They just came out with their Google I/O conference, and when I tell you, they dropped so much stuff that it's so many places that you can start. It's like going into a park and they have multiple entryways. Google dropped so much. But unfortunately, Samsung says we don't really want to be with Google. We want to do our own thing. And they're saying with their next series of phones, they think that they're going to go out and branch off and do their own things and roll with another AI player called Perplexity. Now, I told you guys I like Perplexity, but I also like Gemini. And the one thing about Perplexity and why I believe in Perplexity is because Perplexity shows you your sources. So this is what the article says. They're saying that Samsung is about to drop the Galaxy S26 early next year, and they're looking to make a major move with AI. And instead of just leaning on Google's Gemini like they've always been doing, and all the other Android phones have been doing, it's reportedly getting making some small, not small, but making some plays with another AI partner. And they said that they want to roll with Perplexity. And they're saying that this is a wide ranging deal here, which means it's not just a little sprinkle of AI, but a deep integration. And they said the main idea is that Perplexity's AI could become the default AI assistant on the new S26 phones. Now, this is huge because it would be a direct alternative to Google Assistant or Gemini. But it doesn't stop there. They say that Perplexity's powerful AI features might also be integrated into other Samsung apps, like their Samsung's internet browser or even their own virtual assistant called Bixby. I don't think anybody uses Bixby, but they're saying that this could be uh, imagine Bixby actually becoming a super smart and useful, powered by Perplexity's brain. Now, what makes Perplexity AI stand out is not just another chatbot. It's more like an answer engine or a research tool. Think of it as when you ask it a question, it doesn't just pull up a bunch of links like a regular search engine does. Instead, it aims to give you direct, concise answers, and it also cites the sources of where they got it from. So you actually see where the information came from, which is a big deal for trusting what you're getting. It pulls real time info from across the web, from academic journals to news sites. So you're getting fresh and relevant data. Now, this move is also showing that they're trying to diversify their AI game and not put all their eggs in the Google basket. They want to offer users a different, perhaps even more transparent and efficient AI experience. And Motorola has already done a deal with Perplexity, but Samsung seems to be aiming for a deeper, more data integration. Basically, they're just saying, hey, use Perplexity, you cut through the noise, you get straight to the facts, plain and simple. You're searching for something and you're not necessarily getting the sources or where you got it from. Perplexity is saying, hey, we're going to tell you what the answer is, and we're going to tell you how we compiled and how we found it, because these are the sources, and you can go fact check that yourself. You can level up your research game, whether you're doing a personal project or this is what you do for a living, or even if you want to help your kids with their homework. Perplexity can be a game changer, and it can summarize long articles, pull key information from dense reports, and even help you understand complex topics by breaking them down and providing sources. This means less time sifting and more time learning and applying. Revis, your thoughts?
Uh, this sounds interesting. I'm just starting to get this Gemini thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I've been using the assistant, and this Perplexity sounds like it would be good for when students have to do term papers and things like that, and then they have to cite the where they got the information from, so they won't be hit with
Copyright.
copyrights, and they won't be hit with any bogus papers and nothing like that.
Would you call it no hickey boost?
Right. And it's something new. It's different. Like I said, I'm just getting used to this Gemini, and now Perplexity will be something a little different for me. But I'm open to it.
Okay, that's good.
So let's see how it go.
Well, the question is, are you willing to make the move to a Samsung versus the phone that you just purchased?
Well, I actually like my Motorola. Motorola's are usually pretty sturdy. I have dropped them and they still didn't break and all that kind of stuff. I like how strong they are. So I don't know about the Samsung yet.
Okay. Didn't they say in this here that they Motorola has already done a deal with Perplexity, so we just got to figure out what that deal is.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, I was big on Perplexity when it first came out, and I felt like this was the play. Um, I'm okay with ChatGPT, and and I know that this is a rabbit hole I really don't want to go down on this show here, but these large language models, which is ChatGPT, Grok, which is owned by Twitter or X, Gemini, owned by Google, Perplexity, and Claude. Those are the five major players. DeepSeek, I think that's what it's called, is the sixth one. That's the Chinese-based one. Those are called large language models. So it's no different from you using um, Safari, using Google, or using Edge, right? So it's no different from you using those three. It's these are the five or the six players that you use. And the one cool thing about Perplexity that I like and I appreciate is that they cite the sources of where the information is coming from. Whereas Gemini, they give you their information, but then also Gemini is baked into your Gmail account, is baked into Google Drive, Google Meet, or any other services. ChatGPT was the major player, so it's kind of like because you already knew the major player, you're gonna stick with them. And then Claude and Grok and DeepSeek, they all have their own functionalities as well. I haven't been able to really dive into those as much as I've dove into the three that I just broke down. So I think at the end of the day, if you have that Motorola phone, I appreciate you because I gave you 2 weeks to rock with the Gemini. But then now you got a new one that you got to rock with, which is Perplexity, and see which one you like. And hopefully by the end of the month, you'll be able to tell me which one you like better. Hopefully. So you play with the Gemini for for this week and next week, and then Revis, when you get back, you got another one to play with called Perplexity because it's already baked into your phone.
And there's another. Chat GPT was the first one out.
Right.
And for some reason, I feel like Chat GPT is going to be like MySpace.
Mm.
You remember when we had MySpace and then all of a sudden it just disappeared? It phased out.
I don't think that
I
that's
got
going
a
to
feeling
happen.
Chat.
I don't
You
think
don't think
that
so?
I don't think that that's going to happen. I really don't think that ChatGPT is going to phase out. I think that they're going to be here. I think they're going to be a major player. Sam Altman is considered a genius. He's well revered by his colleagues, his coworkers, or his staff. They believe in him. They think he's a thought leader. And as long as he chooses to stay innovative and doesn't push people out, I think that, they'll be all right. Now, these other ones, it's who's going to make the move. Gemini said we're playing chess, not checkers. And now, unfortunately, next week, Apple is going to be doing a developers conference, and they're going to be talking about their new products that's going to be rolling out. So they're behind the eight ball. So it's kind of like Amazon, right? So let's just use this, and I know we're kind of going off topic, but Amazon is the major player when it comes to ordering online, right?
Right.
But remember we said Target wanted to do this, and it was like, well, where were you at when Walmart was doing this? Now you're trying to do deliveries as well? Well, Target never got out the box. So
Right.
I think that you have to be in it to win it. And so with ChatGPT being the first, I think they're kind of like the Amazon. And then, you got Google saying, hey, hold up. We got some, remember that famous phrase by Andre 3000, the South got something to say? Well, Google got something to say too. And we're waiting to see what Perplexity, Claude, Grok, DeepSeek, waiting to see what they have to say. And then everybody's waiting for Apple to jump out the box as well. So whatever they do, they got to come, and they got to come hard. If they don't, they're going to get laughed out of the room.
Right. And I was talking to a friend of mine this morning, and she said that she uses DeepSeek.
Hmm. Okay.
And she said she liked DeepSeek.
Okay. Yeah. Look, I have nothing against DeepSeek. I challenge everyone to play with all of them. They all have free models, and then they all have enhanced models where you can pay a fee and get more limits. As I will always say, if you have a Gmail account now, but if you don't like Google and you don't want Google in your ecosystem, then there's other players. And then, not trying to be funny, Meta came out with something. So Facebook is saying that they want to be a major player. So, I mean, they're just not as popular, but they have it baked inside of Messenger and baked inside of Facebook. The Meta glasses that I'm wearing right now, it can do all of that. It can do AI inside of it. So, I mean, they're trying to be a major player as well. They just haven't made the play the way Google did. But like I said, Samsung is saying, hey, when our phones drop, we're looking to do something outside of being in the Google ecosystem. We don't want them to be a monopoly. That's basically what this really boils down to. Revis has no comments. All right, guys. This is what we're going to do. We're going to talk about these brands real quick. The brands, y'all. The brands. Come on, guys. Check us out. It's called The Brands. We're live. That's right. I'm on the screen. Weird. All right, guys. Check us out. It is the Lab Tech Show, your live production, and also tallboy.us. All right, that's what it is. The Brands. Feel free to check out those respective websites, see what they have to offer. And then also, we're on Spotify and YouTube podcasts. Have you seen our podcast? I think you might like them. You can be in the car listening to it. It even has a video feature or audio feature. And then we're also on Roku and Amazon. So if you have a Roku TV, Amazon Fire Stick, check us out at TBE Media. And if you would like to support the show, feel free to go on over there to PayPal or Cash App. Remember, think big, think tall boy. Think big, believe in God. Think tall, the sky's the limit. Think tall boy because he said so, and he's doing it. All right? That's what it is. And then guess what, Revis? What we got, Revis?
What? We don't have merch, do we?
Yeah, we got merch. I was about to say something else, but yeah, Revis got merch, the trucker edition right there on the screen. Check him out in his tank top. He's got the Lab Tech Show mug. That's the whole trucker starter kit right there on the screen. I can't believe it. He got a tank top, the hat, and the mug. So if you like the trucker edition, that's the trucker starter cap. The trucker starter edition, shall we say? Check us out. Revis got merch, and then TBJ. That's my personal partner, as Revis say. TBJ got merch too. So go on over there and support Revis, TBJ, and all you got to do is scan the QR code and tap in with them. And feel free to check out their products. They got mouse pads, they got bags, they got T-shirts. Shop.tallboy.us. All right, shop.tallboy.us. And then, as always, Tallboy, he has merch as well. So, my favorite saying is "Stay in your lane," or "I don't have the bandwidth to deal with this." And panache, flamboyant, confidence, and pizzazz. That's my thing. So, Tallboy's got merch as well. So these are some of the brands. These are some of the things that we rock with. We didn't just put sayings on items. This is what we actually do. This is what we actually talk about. So tech is my energy. Date the body, marry the lens. Like, we actually do that. So when I take my cameras out, I buy lenses. I don't buy cameras. I used to buy cameras, but now I'm buying lenses. So date the body, marry the lens. If you're a shooter, you know what that means. All right. So Tallboy's got merch, Revis got merch, and TBJ got merch. So check them out. Shop.tallboy.us. All right. It's not bad, Revis. I like that little segment right there. I like that. That's not bad.
Okay. Hey, right.
Shirley said Revis got some guns.
And you say, Reeves put down,
Oh,
Shirley, you are very observant.
oh my God. That's hilarious. Uh, I have been liking my Ray-Ban Meta glasses. Thanks, Tallboy and James Hicks, for encouraging me to drop the cash to try the Meta glasses. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. That's what's up. I see you out there walking around talking about hey META. See, I'm not gonna say it because it's gonna go off on me, and I don't want it to do all of that. So, yeah, that's what it is. Our last article that we're gonna talk about, we're gonna try and make this as briefly as possible. Disney and Hulu. They saying that they want to give you perks, guys. That's what they want to do. They want to give you perks, and they want you to tap in with what they got going on. And they believe that if you rock with them, doing this right, yeah. If you rock with them, I don't know how this will look. Let's try this. Let's see what this looks like. I don't know how this is gonna look, guys, but we're gonna try it. Put me at the bottom of the screen. Never did this one before, so we'll see what this looks like. So Disney and Hulu said that they want to do some things, and they said if you subscribe to our services, we're going to take care of you. We're going to give you perks just for watching and hanging out with us. So I don't know if people have Disney Plus or if they have Hulu, but basically, long story short, short story long, the way the article reads is they said Disney Plus and Hulu basically dropped something called perks. And they're trying to show some love to their subscribers by hooking them up with all kinds of good stuff. And they said it's not just about watching your favorite shows anymore. They're dropping exclusive discounts, chances to win tickets to movies, and even trips. So Disney Plus launched a new revamped perks program, and Hulu is jumping in earlier this week with their own set of goodies. And basically, it's a always on vibe, as they say. And they'll be rolling out new stuff regularly. especially throughout the summer. For Disney Plus subscribers, they're saying that you get free 6-month DoorDash Dash Pass membership for first timers. That means you get your food delivered at no extra charge. So 6 months free just for being a Disney Plus subscriber and your first time using DoorDash. You get 20% off of Adidas on their online shop, or you have to shop on the app. They said online and in the app. So if you go into the Adidas app or if you go online, you get 20% off. You also get a 2-month free trial if you want to learn a new language. You can try out Super Duolingo. And then you also get chances to win tickets for a big time premiere like Freakier Friday. And then you also get a chance for a 4-night cruise on the Disney Destiny. Now, Hulu is saying, hey, we jumping in on this too. And they said you can win tickets to Lollapalooza, Jimmy Kimmel Live, or the San Diego Comic Con. Sweepstakes to win items inspired by Hulu originals, the Handmaid's Tale robes or Only Murders in the Building merch. And then they're also saying that exclusive perks from partners like Microsoft, Pure Green, and LG Electronics. So if you got a Disney bundle plan, you get access to perks for both services. And it's their way of saying thank you for sticking with them, especially with those price hikes that we've been talking about over the last couple of months. They're trying to make sure that you're getting your money's worth and a little bit extra. Now, Revis, I know you're not really big into streaming, but what do you think of these deals?
I think the deals are great, but I'm a little confused here because you said something about Freakier Fridays, and I'm a truck driver, and I don't think it's talking about the freaky that I'm thinking about.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. No, sir. Let me see. I just cut my ESPN subscription, says Shirley P. Yeah, I can't do that. No, 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 not doing it. I cannot do it. Let me see. What else did she say? She says, let me see. Let me switch this over. Um, let's see. Boy, they hard up for subscribers, huh? Look, I highly recommend, and we've talked about this. Peacock had a deal for $25 for the whole year. So if you pay $25, that's $2 a month, right? That's not bad. That's not a bad investment, as opposed to $7.99, $9.99, $14.99, right? That's not a bad investment, $25. But if you did not jump on that Peacock deal, no knock, there's no shade. Get it for 1 month, $7.99. You got 30 days. Tap in, watch all those shows, cancel, because the content is not coming out as fast as those months are coming. So when the 30 days roll, that's another month, and you be like, man, I just got charged another subscription fee. So that's my thought process on it. But if you already have the Disney Plus plan, if you already have Hulu, why not take advantage of the perks? I mean, you get some merch, you get the Dash Pass, you can learn a new language for free for 2 months. This is the summertime. This is a great opportunity for the kids to learn a new language, and it's all free. Since they watching Disney anyway, why not turn on the Duolingo app? They out of school, they get 2 months off. Hey, this is a great way for them to pick up a new language, and it's free. Didn't cost you anything. Y'all can do words while y'all driving, to and from summer camp, or while y'all going to wherever you're going to. Try out 5 new words a week, and go from there. Just something to think about. Shirley P say true. Peacock was a great deal. And she's saying, stay in your lane, Revis, stay in your lane. Anything that is a chance to win is basically a nothing burger. Yeah, well, you're right. Awesome fun things. You're right. You can't knock that. Just something to think about. You never know. It could be you. You'll be the lucky one in PA, right? You'll be that one lucky winner. So anyway, that's what it is. Seeing the seeing the comments come up on the screen and it ain't looking. But neither here nor there. We'll figure it out. But yeah, that's what it is, Revis. If you have Disney or you have Hulu, sign up for the perks. I don't know how it works. The more you watch, the more points you earn. I'm not sure how the perks plan works. I don't have Disney Plus, so I'll look into Hulu and see how that works, and we can check back and see how it goes in the coming weeks and go from there. So, Revis, any thoughts? Anything else you want to leave us with?
You know, I don't do any of the streaming because I don't have time to. And yes, that Peacock deal was a good deal, but I don't know anything much about Peacock. Uh, Netflix, uh, I don't know much about them, but I hear a lot of people talk about some good shows and programs they have on them. So,
Hmm.
when it comes to all this streaming stuff, I just don't have time for it. I'm always driving or I'm sleeping.
That's fair. Well, I'm gonna be honest. You didn't miss nothing for me as far as content. I was not interested in what I had saw on there. They had a couple of shows that was there that had my attention, but for the most part, eh, I'm okay. I mean, I still think Netflix is still primary. Quiet is kept. You got Tubi, and that's free. They have some great programming over there. I don't even think a lot of people look at Tubi or Plex, and those are free services. Then you also have Hulu and Paramount and Peacock and there's another one that I'm missing, but I can't think. Disney Plus. There's one more I'm missing. I can't think of the name, but neither here nor there. We really need to go back to cable. That's really what it boils down to because all of this
Right.
stuff adds up to more than what we were paying in cable, if that makes sense. So I don't know. Uh, awesome fun things as I heard Disney
Cable
Plus is
systems.
hemorrhaging cash and there are a few good shows. So I might have to go see about Disney Plus and see what they're talking about. So I don't know. I don't know too much about Disney Plus. When I looked, I'm not into Marvel. I'm not into that kind of stuff. So um, that's something that I would skip right on by me. So like I said, that's just what it is. As a brief recap, Revis, we discussed. Let me see something here. As a brief recap, we did discuss Uber saying, "Hey, we got you. Tap in with us. We can, if you're 55 or older, or you want to do a senior account, you can do a simplified, or you can do a. Did I say it right? A simplified? I'm not sure if that's the right way to say it. They got a senior account, and basically the seniors can link up, do a family profile, or they can do a simplified account. And basically, you can use your Medicare Flex card. You can have another family member pay for your rides. You can pay for your rides. You can automatically put the addresses in to Uber's app, and then once it puts it into the app, it will less buttons. You just tap, and they'll pick you up. We also discussed AT&T's new senior plan, and basically 55 plus, you must go on auto pay and do paperless billing, but $40 per month for one line, $35 per month for two lines. You still got to pay the taxes and the fees, but you can also pay $99 and you can get internet and you can get the one line as well for $99. That's not bad. And then we also talked about Samsung saying Perplexity is coming baked into their phones when they release next year. And then lastly, we spoke on Hulu and Disney perks. What are those perks? Are they good? Is it worth it? Let us know if you have the account and you play with it over the week or play with it over the next couple of days. All right. Let us know what you think of it. All right. That's what it is. This was an experiment. And I'm not happy with what I see on my initial output, but it's a start. And I know a lot of people are on their phones. And because they're on their phones, I wanted to say, hey, let's make this experience a little bit smoother for you. Now, this show is a little bumpy and rocky, so I don't like it, but I'm just being transparent with you. But this is what family and community is all about, right? Um, so it will get better, but we are going to slow down on the lives in July, and we're going to probably do more pre-recorded content. We're going to take a break. Cowboys going to take a break for the summer. We do have a guest next week. As you know, I presume we do have a guest next week, and I think that some people might be impressed with what we have. And I'm gonna work on trying to build out a community because I want to share more stuff with you, but that's gonna come at a premium cost. And I'm not trying to bust your head, but I think $10 a month is fair. If you want to learn this AI stuff, if you want to learn some new things that I don't feel comfortable talking about on YouTube because I'm not going to give the game away for free. What they say, the game is to be sold, not told, right? So I'm sharing this information with you on live because this is information I think that you need to know. But as far as AI, Revis and I have been talking about AI for a couple of months now. And I think at this point, we really need to dive in. And if you really want to learn it and learn it with me, I'm going to create a community to where it's going to be a paid community where you come in, you want to learn it, it's available, and we can learn together. And if there's some other pressing deals or pressing content that's out there that you need to know about, you'll find that locked behind that community. So I think for 4 years, we've done a great job of creating content, letting the audience see it. But, I think I'm worth at least $10 a month to show you how to work AI, breaking it down. You can ask your questions in real time. We can go through it together. We can create some things. And I'll share this story. I think I can do that. Got two stories, but I don't know how much time I got. This AI is coming. And when it comes, it's going to hit a lot of people hard because they're not going to be ready for it. And we've already said it. And I'm not going to say it's coming. It's here. And when I say it could drop any day, and I'm not trying to be a conspiracy theorist, but yesterday I had a conversation with a family member. They had a presentation that's due at the end of this week. And he basically told me what he was trying to do. And I recommended him a couple of services. He wasn't familiar with them. I said, well, speaking of that, what is your presentation on? And as he was telling me, I was typing and I put it all into ChatGPT. And I pressed enter, and within 45 seconds, I had a whole presentation for everything that he was trying to create. And I literally sent it to him, and he said, oh my God, this is amazing. It had all the websites that I was going to talk about. It had all of the information that I was going to discuss. It's all right there. And all I could think of to myself was, why do they need you? And I just did this in less than 2 minutes. That's all I could think of. Now, I'm not saying that AI is going to replace you. I think that you just need to work with AI and make AI work for you to where you could be deemed valuable. And I don't want to discourage anybody when it comes to this. I want to welcome AI. I want you to embrace it. Are there going to be some bad actors? Yes, there are. That's not my intent. I will show you the bad actors, but that's not my intent. The other story, I had an argument with my significant other, and I literally pressed record, took the audio from the conversation, and I don't think I have it. How much time we got, Revis? We're 1:15 in. I'm gonna try and hurry up and wrap up, but let me see if I can send this over to myself and see if I can get this video up so you guys can see it. We had a whole argument. I recorded the conversation. I took the audio conversation and told myself give me a what do you call that? Give me a video script. It gave me 6 scenes. I took the scenes and I turned around and put it into ChatGPT, and it gave me a prompt that I then turned around and put into VO. A lot of moving parts, right? And I'm trying to see if I can get this video up so you guys can see it. And I was so impressed with what I was able to put. The argument that we had, it was inspired. The video was inspired by the argument, but it had nothing to do with what was said in the argument, but it was inspired by it. And just to be able to see what it had did, oh my God, it was just unbelievable what it outputted in less than an hour. So that let me know that as a videographer, my job could be replaced. As a content creator, I didn't even have to hire any actors. I didn't have to go over the script multiple times. This was all text prompts. And I'm trying to see if I can get it in the system real quick before we get up out of here, so you can actually see what came out of this. And I meant to put this in here earlier, so I do apologize. But Revis, while I'm pulling this up, any words you want to say while I'm pulling this up?
Yeah, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out. I want you to invite some people here. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe and that bell notification so you'll know when we go live. Okay.
No, go
And
ahead.
yeah. And I appreciate everyone for coming out here. And if we kicked around with people like the segment with me and TBJ, and they would like to see me and TBJ come up with a show. And so we've been thinking about it. And I just want people to say that, hey, they want to see that happen, and they're going to support it, and maybe me and TBJ would do that.
Yeah, I think we're in the development stages, and TBJ and Revis are gonna do something. We don't know what it's gonna be, but if you guys have any ideas, feel free to let us know in the comments what you would like to see with TBJ and Revis, and we can make that happen. I'm thinking more of a relationship show, but it could be relationship in tech. It could be truck driving experiences. It could be whatever. But we're gonna put the series. It's just going to be a separate series on this channel here because TBJ and Revis are a permanent fixture of the Lab Tech Show, and basically it might be just a summer series. And that way we can let them have or do their thing. And when they do their thing, it's like now you get a chance to see their personalities, and you hear us talk about their merch, and you get a chance to see them do the word of the day. But now you get a chance to actually see them do what they do. I'm going to play this video. Let me know what you think.
In love, silence doesn't always mean disconnection. It can be two souls learning how to understand, not just respond.
When one partner feels unheard, frustration builds, and they start to wonder if their emotions still matter.
But when needs go unspoken, even love can feel like a battlefield.
Past conflicts don't just fade, they echo. Unspoken pain can twist present lovemaking. Even the strongest feel unseen or not enough.
Sometimes silence isn't distance. It's two people learning how to listen.
Sometimes sorry is the start, not the solution.
Pride can block progress. Delegation is not weakness, it's wisdom.
Real power is built in partnership.
Be humble, be wise, rise together.
So that's my little 1-minute short film that I created using VO2, not even VO3. So if you think that that was nice, that's VO2. VO3 allows you to have sound effects, audio, and it even talks, plays music in the background with VO3. And these are all prompts. These are all just words. There was no cameras, there was no lights, there was no microphones, there was no scripts. All you did was put the prompt in, and that's what you got. So this was inspired off of an argument, but look at what it turned into. And all I could think of is create a series of whatever the topic may be of let's just say it's an argument. Let's say it might be of Revis's truck driving, experiences, that people cutting them off on the road, or someone having a bad day at their job. All you got to do is put in the prompt. I never used a camera. I never used a SD card. I did minimal editing. That's crazy. So I just want you to see where this technology is going. So now technically you don't need a videographer. You don't need a photographer. I took a photo today of a family member where the photo was in black and white. And I asked it to keep the black and white photo in the period that it was taken in and give it to me in color. And when I sent it to my grandmother, all she could do was just say, "Oh, wow." So you don't even really technically need a videographer, a photographer anymore. So I think we really need to pay attention to this. So like I said, not going to go down this rabbit hole too much longer, but this is where it's at. It's here. And the ones that are ahead, they're going to figure it out. All I can ask you to do is embrace it. That's all I can ask you to do. Nothing more, nothing less. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But we are going to put it in a community, and we're going to learn together. And by the time the end of the summer is over with, you're going to feel comfortable and more confident when it comes to prompting. That's all I can say. And like I said, there's so many different lanes. It could be text, image, video. It could even create websites. You name it, it can do it. So why do you need this type of service? Hire somebody out and you can do it yourself, and you literally have your hands up in the air and it's doing all the work for you. Make it make sense. Look, guys, another edition of the Lab Tech Show. We chose to go vertical. This was something new. It was an experiment. I hope you guys liked it. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Revis, thank you for being a part of this experience. For all the ones, the day ones, the Lisa Marias, the James Hicks, the Hit the Spots, Shirley's, the awesome fun things. Did I forget anybody that came onto the show? Not sure. You guys were the most active. So I'm not sure if anybody else came on, but thank you guys so much. You guys have been day ones, and I definitely appreciate it. And anybody else that did not comment and you were here and you stayed to the end, you watched 2 minutes or you watched half of it, thank you so much, because this was something that I was trying, and I just said, this is where the technology is going. And outside of James and I doing a vertical live stream a couple months ago, I have not seen this technology roll out anywhere else. So we're ahead of the curve. We're staying ahead of it. So thank you so much for being a part of that. And like I said, we're just making things happen. So once again, another edition of the Lab Tech Show. I don't have, oh yes I do, have our final outing. So y'all keep Mama D in y'all's prayers. She'll be hanging out with us soon, but she's doing her thing. But keep her in your prayers, and you guys enjoy your summer. And God willing, we'll see you next week. And like I said, we'll have a guest next week, and it'll be back in the regular format. All right. So with that being said, thank y'all so much for hanging out with us. It is another edition of the Lab Tech Show. I can't find the outro, so I'm mad at myself because I can't find it. But it is what it is. Where is the damn thing? Come on, man.
You already know.
No, not that one. Not that one. I'm looking for the other one, Revis. I'm looking for the other one. I can't find it. It's all good. We out.
You already know. Tall boy.
Thank y'all. It's a vertical stream. We did it. And we didn't blow up the internet. Wow.